Imagine waking up every day feeling boxed in, trapped by rules not yours, chased by expectations not made for you. The world promises freedom, but delivers chains. It sells comfort, but steals fire. Every system, every so-called structure is a cage disguised as a castle. Maybe it's a feeling you can't shake, that the system is crumbling, breaking apart beneath your feet, and that the life handed to you, your titles, your networks, your carefully crafted facades, is just a borrowed script that someone else wrote. You're no longer the author. That story no longer fits the person you know you are deep inside. This tension, this silent rage bubbling in your chest, that's the proof that something radical is breaking. But what if that breaking could be your making? This isn't just another speech about change or reform, because we've heard plenty promises like that, right? Empty words that end up just adding noise to a broken signal. This is a call for a revolution of the self. Because the world you're looking to build, one where freedom actually means freedom, where individual brilliance sparks global breakthroughs, won't come off a well-oiled machine or a strategic playbook. It will come from the edge, from the few who refuse to fit, who refuse to wait for permission, those who know the system as it is dying, and who dare to birth what's next from its ashes. Look around. The system shows its cracks everywhere. Governments, corporations, even communities built on rules, meant to unite, instead divide. The freedom you chase is shackled in bureaucracy, conformity, comfort traps. The promise of meritocracy lies shattered beneath layers of mediocrity, rewarded, passion suffocated, risk diluted, making the exceptional invisible, misunderstood, isolated. The system doesn't want you free. It needs you compliant. It needs avatars of safety, not firebrands. But you're not here to serve the system's needs. You're here to transcend the system altogether. They told you to wait your turn, to climb the ladder, to play by the rules. But that ladder is rotten, nailed to nothing solid. And the rules? They're made for those who fear change, who want you small, predictable, manageable. Here's the harsh truth. The system has no infrastructure for audacious freedom, no place for the wild, the radical, the unfinished genius waiting to burst out. The problem isn't a lack of brilliance. It's a lack of connection between those sparks. Lack of a place where rare fire meets rare fuel. But here's the thing. The greatest are not missing. They're scattered, hiding, burned by misunderstanding and silence. It's not that the world is running out of visionaries. It's that the visionary network has been broken, dissolved by borders, politics, and petty distractions. If you feel like one of those rare sparks, isolated in a landscape of grey mediocrity, it means you've felt that fracture firsthand. It means you know the cost of being different, the pain of being unseen. So what do? How can someone like you, with ideas too big for boardrooms, ambitions too wild for standard paths, actually break this cycle? How do you take the death of old systems and turn it into your birth? The answer isn't in fixing the wreckage or patching cracks with temporary fixes. It's in the ruthless redefinition of your own reality. It's in refusing borrowed lives and writing new rules that only you obey. It's in rejecting comfort and welcoming the fire that discomfort brings. The fire that lets you burn through barriers. The future is not about fitting in. It's about building a new landscape where you don't have to. True power lies in reclaiming sovereignty over yourself, where your will becomes your weapon. This means questioning everything. The lies of freedom disguised as control, the comforts that kill your creativity, the consensus that drowns out your unique voice. The world wants you to align with easy answers. Instead, align with pain, align with growth. Align with those few who burn like you do, not simply for belonging, but for becoming. This is a call not for the many, but for the few. The individual's refusals to live a borrowed life, who choose the long game and the lonely road because they know the prize is real liberation. These few are builders of the invisible network, the underground connection where brilliance is no longer scattered, but synergized, where rare minds find rare partners, where isolation becomes collaboration, and where the weird, the misunderstood, the wild ideas suddenly have a home, a place to ignite change beyond the collapsing old world. This movement isn't a group or a club. It's an organism built on the refusal to accept less. No tolerance for noise, only essence. No chase after belonging, just creation of becoming. No demand for sameness, only reverence for difference. This is where the exceptional come out of hiding, not to change the broken world, but to create a new one, free of its laws, free of its illusions. Imagine a space where your fire isn't dimmed but fanned, where your weirdness isn't a curse but a power source. This isn't a dream. This is the infrastructure the system forgot to build. You don't need the system's permission to create the future. You don't need its safety nets or its approval. What you need is courage, the kind that refuses to settle, the kind that asks the hard questions and laughs at easy lies, the kind that chooses to burn rather than bend, to break free rather than blend in, to be sovereign and selective about who you let in your circle, because not everyone deserves to walk with you through the fire. Patience matters here, not the impatience of quick fixes or instant validation, but the patient hunger of those who know the game is long, that eternity favors the steady burn, the focused flare, the relentless effort that outlasts every trend or fad. Every day, your choice to keep pushing, to keep burning, is a vote for your freedom, your greatness, your refusal to be a pawn in someone else's game. You might feel alone right now. Maybe the world seems indifferent or outright hostile to your ideas, your fire, your refusal to settle. But that loneliness, that isolation, it's a sign you're on the right path. The system has failed you, but you are not its failure. You are the signal amid the noise, the spark in the darkness, the rare force that once connected to the right others will become unstoppable. So ask yourself, are you willing to burn? To risk comfort? To break with safety and certainty? To become a crusader of your own life and not an extra in someone else's story? Because the moment you say yes is the moment you step into the movement you were born for, the network that doesn't gather the many, but aligns the few, whose light can reshape reality entirely. This world you want, a world where true freedom lives, where creativity breaks free from chains, where individuals reign as sovereign creators, isn't waiting out there in some distant utopia. It's waiting inside you, in the fire you've hid, in the courage you still hold, in the clear refusal to settle that burns in your bones. Break free, burn bright, build bold. The post-system world isn't a threat. It's your battlefield, your playground, your home. The revolution is not outside. It is you, raw and unapologetic, ready to leave behind old illusions and create a life truly yours. It's time to stop surviving in a dying system and start thriving in the world you make. The question is no longer if liberalism can survive after the system falls. It's how it will come alive again through the rare few who refuse to be tamed, who dare to burn so bright they light the way for millions to follow. This is not hope. This is power. Raw, roaring, relentless. Embrace it. The future is yours to build.